Hello and welcome on our weekly Igraasp news wrap. Happiness is not the absence of problems, it's the ability to deal with them. So let's get ready and always step up to a positive, problem-solving attitude. The highlights of today's Igraasp capsule are: PM Modi hands over Made in India Arjun battle tank to Army in Chennai. Mario Draghi sworn in as Italy's Prime Minister. Japan hit by 7.1 magnitude earthquake. Donald Trump acquitted by Senate in second impeachment trial. NASA will use Fitbits to prevent spread of COVID-19. Kenyan woman recycles plastic waste into bricks stronger than concrete. India wins second test by 317 runs. And last but definitely not the least, our exciting F2 segment. It's time to begin with our national news segment.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi gave the Indian Army the Arjun main battle tank that has been indigenously developed, designed, as well as manufactured. The tank, which was made in Tamil Nadu, will be used to protect the country's northern borders. The Indian government has placed an order for 118 of these tanks at a cost of 8,500 crore rupees. Prime Minister Modi praised the innovation of Indian scientists and manufacturers, saying that India was truly on its way of being Atmanirbhar or self-sufficient.
Italy has a new Prime Minister. Mario Draghi, also affectionately known as Super Mario, was sworn in as Italy's new Prime Minister last week. Italy has faced several hardships due to the coronavirus pandemic, with their economy suffering a major blow. In the backdrop of this, 73-year-old Mario Draghi has been elected and is looking to quickly fix a lot of problems the country is facing. In his first statement as Prime Minister, he said, "I swear to be loyal to the Republic." Here's hoping he's able to guide Italy through the tough time the country is facing.
A 7.1 magnitude earthquake hit the island nation of Japan off the coast of Fukushima, leaving several people injured as well as widespread power outages. Japan has had a violent and sad history with earthquakes and tsunamis, with this one occurring 10 days before the anniversary of the 2011 earthquake and tsunami that caused widespread damages and loss of life. Although high on the Richter scale, thankfully, this earthquake has not caused widespread property damage, with both the Prime Minister and other authorities quick to respond.
Donald Trump has been acquitted in his second impeachment trial, saving himself from impeachment by just 10 votes. Had he been convicted, the former US president would have been disbarred from ever running for office. The Senate voted 57 to 43, the Democrats needing 67 votes to convict. This is Donald Trump's second impeachment trial, the first time any US president in the history of the United States has faced two of them.
The United Arab Emirates has become the fifth country after the USA, Russia, China, the EU and India to reach the Martian orbit. A probe called Hope Probe was launched from Japan 7 months ago and has now reached Mars's orbit. The main objective of this mission is to study and find out the different weather dynamics present on the red planet. It will do so by studying the planet's atmosphere more closely so that scientists can better understand the climate dynamics of different layers of Mars's atmosphere. Also, the timing of the mission was crucial as it was launched at a time when the Earth and Mars were aligned at their closest points around the Sun.
American Space Agency NASA has stated that they will give Fitbits to 1,000 of its employees, including 150 astronauts. so that the employees can do a daily check-in on potential symptoms to help combat COVID-19. These daily check-in metrics include resting heart rate, respiratory rate, and heart rate variability, which can all be used to track whether a person is showing signs of the coronavirus. NASA is already very strict with astronauts, making isolation guidelines even stricter so that its space travelers do not get sick before they are set to make a trip to outer space.
Zambi Mate is a 29-year-old entrepreneur and inventor living in Nairobi. She has invented a process that can transform plastic waste into a material stronger than concrete. This material is used to make paving stones on the ground, and the machine that she has invented can make 1,500 of them in a single day. Not only is the quality great, but the process itself is quite affordable as well. She gets all her raw material, that is basically waste material, from the packaging factories for free and has built a machine that creates the material by herself. Now that's innovation, isn't it, Igraaspers?
A 42-year-old farmer has managed to cultivate a very special kind of gobi. This special cauliflower comes in both purple and yellow and is reportedly full of nutrition. The farmer has managed to sell over 20,000 kilograms of this special vegetable and has earned over 16 lakh rupees, which comes to about 80 rupees per kg. You see, Igraspers, sometimes the more colorful, the better.
Igraspers, did you know that recently NASA released some pictures of the Amazon rainforest showing large rivers of gold? This phenomenon has happened due to large pits of gold being dug up illegally. Usually, these pictures would not look like this due to the extensive cloud cover over the rainforest. However, these pictures have been captured at the right moment where the gold is shining brightly due to it reflecting the sun's light. Can you imagine, Igraspers? An entire river made of gold! Now, that's a wonder that doesn't come by every day.
For the first time in the last 21 years, the Kenya Wildlife Service reported zero rhino poaching in 2020. Not a single rhino lost its horn or its life last year. Factors which contributed to this development were travel restriction caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, addressing poverty in nearby rural areas, increasing law enforcement efforts to seize rhino horns traded over the last few years. Hooray for all wildlife conservation endeavors!
India has bounced back in the Test series and defeated England by 317 runs in the second Test at Chennai. Chasing a target of 482 runs, the visitors were bowled out for just 164 runs in the final innings, ensuring India's win with a day to spare. The star of the show was debutant Akshar Patel, who got a 5-wicket haul in the first ever Test he played. With the series now level, the competition is heating up and will move to Ahmedabad, where both teams will be looking to take the lead.
The Australian Open has a new women's champion. Naomi Osaka lifted her second Australian Open crown after defeating Jennifer Brady in straight sets 6-4, 6-3. This is her fourth Grand Slam title, with all her wins coming on hard courts. The men's final will be underway today, with Novak Djokovic taking on Daniil Medvedev.
Prince Charles of Great Britain organized the Coronation Meadows Initiative when he found that England had lost 97% of its natural wildflower meadowlands. Now, 90 new meadows totaling over 1,000 acres have been created by converting old animal enclosures, trashlands and lawns into majestic wildflower meadowlands. Environmental charities and societies are making the best use of this trend by promoting pollinator restoration and other ecological welfares. Igraspers, never underestimate the power of a planted seed.
The word of the week is irony, which means using words that mean the opposite of the literal meaning. For example, the irony is that the pilot has a fear of heights.
The winners of Miss India 2020 was announced last week. Manasa Varanasi was crowned the winner. Manya Singh was the first runner-up. What's extremely inspiring to know is that Miss Manya Singh is the daughter of an auto rickshaw driver and had to face tremendous amounts of challenges and struggles to reach at such a platform. From doing odd jobs to complete her studies to being disregarded for her looks. Manya has proven that dreams do come true if you work hard and stay determined.
The riddle of the week is, the more of me there is, the lesser you can see. What am I? I am darkness.
Can you guess who? This inventor used to sell candy, newspapers and vegetables on trains to buy equipment for electric and chemical experiments. The first major invention that gained him popularity was the phonograph in 1877. He made the first practical light bulb. Yes, you guessed it. It is Thomas Alva Edison. Did you know that Edison is one of the founding fathers of General Electric Company, more commonly known as GE?
Did you know that the human brain is active all the time, even when you sleep? It produces enough electricity to power a light bulb and can think up to 70,000 thoughts a day, sending messages to the body via nerves at the speed of 200 miles per hour. Now that's some speed.
Quiz time! What body system is our brain a part of? Send your answers to contact us at igraasp.com. Answer for the last week's quiz. 3 countries apart from India where tiger is given the status of national animal are Bangladesh, Malaysia and South Korea. This certificate of appreciation is presented to Vyom Saraf of Arya Vidya Mandir, Bandra East for successfully participating in the weekly quiz on India's leading news capsule for tweens, Igraasp.
Dear Igraspers, this week we bring you Roald Dahl's autobiography Going Solo. It is 1938 and Dahl is off on a voyage to Africa to Dar es Salaam for his new job. On his way, he meets several people and has fascinating experiences. He joins the war as a squadron pilot in the Royal Air Force, sharing multiple experiences. He writes about a crash in the Western Desert, which fractured his skull and caused temporary blindness and his journey thereafter. Read this fun account of the author's life and share your feedback on our website igraasp.com/iClub.
This brings us to the end of our news wrap. Your attitude determines your direction. Think positive and positive things will happen. Until we meet again, replace every negative thought with a positive one. See you next week.